man. This ain't no spooky stuff we teaching. This is the science of elevating the human being back towards perfection. You know, the white man said one of the sciences that he would never teach us is the science of mating. Our African spiritual systems, this is something that we've always implemented. Marriages were set up because we're trying to connect thoughts here. We're trying to connect two minds here. The black man and the black woman, the atom, they both represent the same force and power at the end of the day. Come on, brothers. This is simple stuff that, you know, again, I don't really so much fault young Pharaoh because I know he's just a young, silly nigga and he's learning and he never had no enlightener. But dudes like Seti, the general, he calls himself the general. Why? What is he a general of? With all that foul language. Come on, bro. You talk like a savage. I can't tell the difference between you and the 85%. The way you talk. You talk just like a savage. When you teaching, when I do my bars, when I spit on my music, yeah, you may hear cursing here and there. When I battle rap, I curse here and there. But when I'm teaching now on some verbal, just talking to dudes, yo, ain't no need for all that, you know, cursing and derogatory, foul, filthy language. I may call somebody a dumbass or a nigger, a negro, someone, I may call you dumb, deaf, and blind. A lot of times I just try to let the lessons speak for themselves. But sometimes with you silly Negroes, I got to take it a step beyond that. You cause me to jump out of character. This is where discipline really comes into play from all my newborns. You got to understand how to deal with individuals like this with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and yet, you know, in the best of manners, as the Most Humble Elijah Muhammad, you know, teaches us, you know, and the Father never taught us to, you know, with derogatory language and calling each other names, that we should be talking to the white man like that. Like how we talking to our own black brothers and sisters sometimes. Black people, we should be talking to the white man like that. We don't talk to the white man like that. All these fighting words. Come on, you from the street. You know what I mean? We all street dudes at the end of the day. We from the hood. We from the gutter. We from the gully. We gully niggas. Right? Like Young Seti say, we from Detroit. You know? So if we street dudes and we come from that environment, you should know disrespecting someone's elder, that's, come on. You get you get hands put on you. You get the beats put on your head. You know that. It's an actual fact. So if I'm trying to build with a brother, I may disagree with something that one of your elders may have said or whatever. Hey, Dr. Ben was a Mason. You don't teach on that. Did you know that? Dr. Ben was a Mason who made it to that 33rd, you know, that 32nd and 33rd honorary degrees. He was a Mason. Y'all don't teach on that. Also, when he died from this physical earth, from this physical plane of existence, he left the NOI, he left us his library. Did you know that? Did y'all brothers know that? Y'all doing all this research. You know, I know that's one of y'all elders, but I would never come out my mouth and call him all these derogatory names y'all, you know, call the messenger. Pedophile and all, you know, I mean, come on, bro. You don't even have the facts on all of that. You talk as an ignorant, silly nigga. That's why I said it's hard for me to keep my poise. And even though I know y'all directing the video to Brother Ben X, you know, my other Muslim God brothers and whatnot, hey, at the end of the day, like I said, you talking to me. Whenever you say Elijah Muhammad's name or the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's name, you talking to me. Because I live their attributes. I strive to live their attributes, these two men. Master Fard Muhammad. I strive to live that. That's what makes me a Muslim, because I know I'm not there yet. I'm striving. I don't get ahead of myself. and think I'm too big to be sat down or whatever, in the sense of, someone teaching me something. I learn from everybody, even the white man. If the white man has knowledge out there, that's information that can be useful to me, at the end of the day, it ain't his anyway. He's the new man on this planet. That's mine. That's my knowledge. All that comedic stuff y'all rocking and all that, that's my stuff. That belongs to me. The lost found Muslim gods, that's my ish. It ain't yours. L. Ron Hubbard, I'll close on this point, because I don't want to make this too long. Me and the God, Black God Ra, we got like a series of bills coming out on this. We just, hey, brothers just created dialogue. That's all they did. That's how, hey, the gods, we take everything. Everything is a bill. Every word I say is a bill. Every word you say is a bill. L. Ron Hubbard says in his book, Dianetics, I believe it's in the preface of the book, he says, I'm paraphrasing, this ain't my knowledge. This knowledge ain't come from me. It came from the aboriginal people of this planet. It came from the original inhabitants of this planet. Not white people. It ain't his knowledge. But we see that Minister Farrakhan seen and looked into the mental mechanics of the study of Dianetics, and seen how it could be used as a tool to aid us. I mean, whether the brothers want to follow it or not, that's on them. At the end of the day, I'm a 5%er. So I take the minister's words because it's wise words being spoken by a wise man. So I take that and I use it. I'm not going to join Dianetics or no Church of Scientology. I'm not going to do all that. I'm not registered in the nation, or I'm not obligated to do that or whatever. But the information that the minister gave me on that, I take that and I use that. That's it. Why? Because Ron Hubbard himself says it don't belong to him, it belong to me. And in my degrees, in the student enrollment, the question is asked, who is the original man? And we're taught that the original man is the Asiatic black man. He's the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the father of civilization, the God of the universe. So anything on this planet that's knowledge, enlightenment, that holds some sort of secret information in it, it really belongs to me. But prior to me being hit in the head at high noon, as the Masons teach in the lodge, they don't understand the science. Prior to me getting hit in the head by 3 ruffians at high noon, my knowledge was lost and disseminated all over the planet. So in this last day, as it was written in my book of life, the Bible and the Quran, by the 24 scientists, in the last day, I would be awakened back to the knowledge of myself. I know that I'm the master builder. That's me. I'm the worshipful master who sits in the east of the lodge. See, they're Masons just teach that. Masons is my son. Those are my sons. The black man is not a Mason. The black man is a Muslim. In Europe, they called us Moors. That's what they called the Muslim gods. We was once called Moors in Europe. But we're Muslim gods. We're Muslims. Today, we call ourselves the 5%ers. But all of the knowledge on this planet belongs to me. That's my ish y'all wearing. I'm taking everything back. So that's why when you see the Arabs over there, oh, see, y'all niggas want to be Arabs. Y'all praying, y'all nigga, they following my stuff. That's my stuff they doing. All you Kemetic brothers, all you Hebrew Israelites, all that's my stuff. That's the uniqueness of Islam. Islam is taken from pieces and bits of everything all over the planet, Just like the Arabic language. You see, the Arabic language is unique because it has bits and pieces from all languages. So it's kind of new in that sense. Just like the Islam that we're teaching, it may sound like a new Islam, but in reality, it's the oldest African spiritual system on this planet. What the 5% Muslim gods teach. So I give you the understanding to all that knowledge you've been running around the planet receiving. I'm giving you the understanding to that now, because you Negroes never had enlighteners. An enlightener is one who grows you in a particular wisdom, in a particular knowledge, wisdom, so that you can gain understanding. Once you have understanding, you understand if one person says 6 plus 0 is 7. Another person comes and says 5 plus 2 is 7. Another person comes and says 4 plus 3 is 7. Another person comes and says, you don't get together arguing it. You see the common principle in that, and you understand 7. You have understanding. You know, King Solomon said, in all thy getting, gain understanding. In all thy getting, get understanding. It's the best part. The Father taught us in the 5 percenters. It's the best part. The understanding. What young Pharaoh and brother Seti do not have is understanding. They got hella knowledge, but no understanding. The 7 represents God. I heard young Pharaoh do a bill on the chakras, the 7, but he don't. But then he comes like, the Moors, they got the circle 7, the 5 percenters, they got the 7, but they doing this and they got it from Jesus, cause no, dummy, we got it from our own being. You taught on that, but then come behind yourself and knock down the building that you just built because you have no understanding of what you teaching. That's an individual with intellect or with all the intelligence. I tell people all the time, there's a difference between intellectuals and enlightened individuals. Someone who has enlightenment is different because we have understanding. You just got all this knowledge, but don't know what it means. Don't know what it means. Information, just knowledge, shooting everywhere, but never have had no wisdom, no enlightener to teach you the proper manner in gaining and receiving that information. You got to cleanse yourself, brother. You got to fast. You got to meditate, pray, study. You got to discipline yourself. Just by y'all language, I know y'all not disciplined. Your own condition bears witness to the fact that you niggas is still 85 percenters. That's why you running around here saying, the black woman is God, not the black man. The black man ain't no God. The black woman is God. You don't have no understanding. None. Enlighteners are very important to the 5 percenters. Very important, So, like I said, man, I just, at the end of the day, I thank the brothers, Praise be to Allah at the end of the day, alhamdulillah. I say alhamdulillah because, among the gods, they done sparked conversation now. They done sparked all kind of bills. I got notes on top of notes. I done, just been taken in over the course of the last 2 days, ever since I was first hit with the post. So, hey, I want to build on the fez, the science of the fez, the 360. I want to build on, oh man, it's just, just stay tuned. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. All y'all young Pharaoh lovers and y'all General Seti lovers, just stay tuned. Because we're going to be just teaching off of the same things that they were feeding y'all, but we're going to give y'all the understanding. The divine understanding to what those niggas was talking about. Alright? So, I'm trying to keep it cordial, family. It's really hard when people, you talk just like the white man, about the messenger, a pedophile. Malcolm never called the messenger no pedophile. I mean, where you get this language from? Like I said, just when I was really starting to like these two dudes, man, I'm looking at young Pharaoh like the new young lion in the conscious community, and here you come and just tear it all down with, oh man. And Seti, you should be embarrassed. You are almost an elder, like you said, almost an elder, talking stupid, with no knowledge, with no understanding, I mean. Plenty of knowledge, but no understanding. Not a damn piece of understanding to back what you're saying. Erroneous claims. It's crazy. Y'all stay tuned, man. We'll come back with more, with this bill. But, enlighteners are very important. If your enlightener to all my newborns is giving you information that he wants you to stick with, not jump all over the place and read this, that, and the third. He wants you to focus on this. After this, he wants you to focus on... It's important. Even in the white man's schools, when you in the first grade, second grade, third grade, when you in each grade, they want you to study or concentrate on a particular thing while you're in that grade. And then now, once you start getting towards the end of that grade, we start preparing you for what you're going to receive in the second grade. So now once you get to that grade, it's a little taste tester, but now you're more ready to take that information because your teacher from the first grade gave you a little taste of it. So now you're ready to take that and continue to move on up degrees of learning. This is, but without an enlightener, I remember my enlightener, used to tell me that all the time. I want to read the Egyptian Book of the Dead, or I want to read the just different stuff. And he's like, yo, stick to what I gave you. Stick to this. Stick to your supreme mathematics. Stick to your supreme alphabets. Stick to your 1 to 10 and the message to the black man so you can have an understanding. First, get deep-rooted in knowledge and wisdom. You have to first get deep-rooted. My newborns know. Once my newborns are deep-rooted, I don't mind them looking at other information from other teachers. I don't mind that. Because they're deep-rooted now in the messenger's teachings, in what the Father taught. They're deep-rooted. So nobody can uproot them now in that understanding. I sick my newborns on a you know what I'm saying? We don't do religion over here. Religion is when you trying to, cover your newborns up and hey, once my newborns is deep rooted, I sick them on you. My newborns need meat now. I send my newborns to tear into Seti and young Pharaoh's ras. Tear into their ras. As my Jamaican brothers say. You know what I'm saying? They will get bombed. Because the understanding is not there. They were never deep-rooted in understanding. Just a whole bunch of knowledge and stuff, but no understanding of what all of that means. So, with that being said, family, this is just a little short bill, but, just stay tuned, man. I got plenty of bills, man. Plenty of bills on the science of these teachings, the science of our 120 lessons. Just listen to the 5% teach. And you decide for yourself when you hear us teach and build on, what these two imbeciles, have the information and documentation, erroneous documentation that they've put out there, about our beloved messenger. Just stay tuned. That's all I can say, man. With that being said, I leave the brotherhood as I came in the greeting words of peace. We say it in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to the gods, peace to the earths, and all of the righteous families of the planet.